Let's see how well you know golden retrievers with this quiz. First question. A golden retriever owns the world record for which one of these feats? A. Longest life, B. Loudest bark, or C. Longest tail? B. Loudest bark. In 2012, Charlie, a golden retriever from Australia, set the world record for loudest bark at 113.1 decibels. That's about as loud as a rock concert. But that's not the only world record that a golden retriever holds. A golden retriever also owns the record for which one of these feats? A. Most tennis balls gathered and held in their mouth, B. Most frisbees caught and held in their mouth, or C. Fastest 10-meter dash. A. Most tennis balls. In 2020, Finley Malloy gathered 6 tennis balls in his mouth and beat the previous record of 5 tennis balls, which was also held by a golden. Now let's get into some fun questions about where goldens came from. Which country were golden retrievers first bred? Was it A. Scotland, B. England, or C. France? A. Scotland. To be specific, they were first bred by Lord Tweedmouth in the village of Tomich, which is near Inverness. What year did Lord Tweedmouth first breed golden retrievers? Was it A. 1818, B. 1868, or C. 1908? B. 1868. But to create golden retrievers, Lord Tweedmouth paired together 2 dog breeds. Which 2 were they? A. Newfoundland and Labrador Retriever, B. St. John's Water Dog and Irish Setter, or C. Tweed Water Spaniel and Wavy-Coated Retriever? C. A Tweed Water Spaniel and a Wavy-Coated Retriever. Lord Tweedmouth bred a gold wavy-coated retriever and a brown tweed water spaniel to create what we now know and love as our golden retrievers of today. But Lord Tweedmouth didn't just breed them because he wanted to create the world's greatest dog. He paired these 2 dogs together to create a dog for a very specific purpose. What was that purpose? Was it A. to help hunters, B. to herd sheep, or C. to be a guard dog? A. To help hunters. They're called golden retrievers for a reason. They were bred to retrieve birds after hunters shot them down. Now we know that goldens were first bred in 1868, but they weren't immediately recognized by the AKC. In what year were the first golden retrievers registered with the AKC? Was it A. 1925, B. 1935, or C. 1945? A. 1925. Around this time, golden retrievers also started being exported to countries all over the world, including India and New Zealand. And speaking of being recognized by the AKC, which group do golden retrievers belong to? A. The working group, B. The herding group, or C. The sporting group? C. The sporting group. This group is made up of other hunting dogs like retrievers, setters, pointers, and spaniels. This quiz is all about how smart you are, but let's see how smart golden retrievers are. Psychologist Dr. Stanley Coren ranked over 100 dog breeds by how smart they are. The smartest dog, ranked number 1, was the Border Collie. What was the golden retriever ranked? Was it A, 4, B, 18, or C, 32? A. 4. Don't let their goofiness trick you. They are very smart dogs. Their brains are one of their best traits, but this next question has to do with one of their worst traits. Golden retrievers blow their coat, which is a fancy way of saying that they shed a lot more than normal twice a year. Which 2 seasons did they blow their coat? A. Summer and winter, or B. Spring and fall? B. Spring and fall. They get rid of their old undercoat during these seasons to prepare for the next season. Have you noticed that your golden sheds a little extra during the spring and the fall? Now let's talk about puppies. How big is the average litter size for golden retrievers? Is it A, 6, B, 8, or C, 10? B, 8 puppies. The smallest litters are litters of 1, and those puppies are called singletons. But do you know how many puppies were in the largest known litter of golden retriever puppies? Is it A, 13, B, 15, or C, 17? C, 17 puppies. Woo, poor mama. That's a lot of mouths to feed. Now let's talk about another golden retriever record. In 2020, Augie became the oldest golden retriever in history. How old was she? Was she A, 18, B, 20, or C, 22? B. Augie was 20 years old. She passed away a little before her 21st birthday, but lived out her wonderful golden years with her adopted parents, Jennifer and Steve. Speaking of history, which of these 2 American presidents had golden retrievers? A. Jimmy Carter, B. Ronald Reagan, C. Gerald Ford, or D. George Bush? The answers are B. Ronald Reagan and C. Gerald Ford. President Reagan had a golden retriever named Victory, and President Ford had a golden retriever named Liberty. Although these 2 were the pets of presidents, they're not as famous as this next dog. The same golden retriever played Air Bud in the Air Bud movies and Comet, the dog in Full House. What was his real name? Was it A, Buddy, B, Comet, or C, Oliver? The answer is A, Buddy. That was his real name in the Air Bud movies, although I'm not really sure if he was that good at basketball in real life. Here's another one about famous golden retrievers. Which of these celebrities have golden retrievers? A. Neil Patrick Harris, B. Shawn Johnson, the Olympic gymnast, C. Joe Rogan, or D. Jimmy Fallon? Okay, this is a bit of a trick question because they all have golden retrievers. Neil Patrick Harris has L, Shawn Johnson has Nash, Joe Rogan has Marshall, and Jimmy Fallon has Gary. This next one is a tough one. How many types of golden retrievers are there? Is it A, 1, B, 3, or C, 5? The answer is A, 1. There's a lot of talk about American, English, Canadian, and field golden retrievers, but they're not technically different types of golden retrievers. They're more like different styles of the same breed, which is just golden retriever. And if you like this quiz, you'll enjoy this next video about the weirdest golden retriever behaviors explained. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.